Goals are not achieved. Sometimes it's because the goal isn't tied to your big picture. Sometimes it's because the goal isn't set up for success to begin with. And sometimes it's because there's no follow-up to the goal or the goal's forgotten about. We just kind of set it and forget it. Today I'm going to be talking about these 3 mistakes and how we need to avoid them when we're setting our goals and how we can achieve more by avoiding them than we did previous years. My name is Jacob Curtis. I'm a CPA and Certified Private First Professional. I'm the co-owner of Utah Valley Quilting and the founder of Curtis Accounting Solutions, where our mission is really to help quilt shops piece together financial freedom by taking on the day-to-day bookkeeping and providing practical business guidance. As we dive into this today, please leave a comment. Let me know if you've made any of these mistakes or what your thoughts are on the subject. As we begin the new year, we often reflect on what we did last year and what's happened over the last year and what we'd like to accomplish and what we'd like to do in the coming year. We set goals, and for the first little while, we're really motivated to get them. But after a little bit of time, a couple months goes by, we kind of forget about them. And that's the very first mistake we make. We're not tying our goals to our big picture. We know where we want to take our business, but we don't tie our goals back into the big picture. We often make goals that are meant to limit the number of fires we deal with each year, or we set a new goal to hire 3 new employees, or make more money so we can hire 3 new employees. But the problem is that these are not tied to our big picture. This means that you're not very likely to actually achieve your goal. And so to avoid that mistake, you need to tie your goals to your big picture. And the first step is being able to take your big picture and put it into words. By breaking down your big picture into smaller bits, you focus your attention and can provide yourself and your team with better direction. So I recommend that you break your big picture down. Think of this exercise that we're going to do as like going through a funnel. You start up tall and you get narrower and narrower and narrower and more focused as you go down. So the very top of that big funnel is your big picture. It's very broad and very general. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take that and put it through the first kind of filtering system. And we're going to ask ourselves, why do I want to own a business? Why do I want to own this kind of business? And this is going to help us provide purpose around what we're doing. And then we take that purpose and we squeeze it a little bit more to create a vision. Now, when you're creating your vision, I think about what my life will be like in 30 years, how it's impacted me, my family, my community. I want to figure out what that impact is in 30 years. What does that look like for me? I found it helpful to really write this down in the present tense as if it were really happening today to make it more real, to make it more tangible. With our vision, we answer questions like, what do you want to accomplish? How will it impact your customers' lives? How will it impact your life and your community, your family? Again, by writing this down, you can really paint a word picture of what your vision is, and that makes it more real and almost tangible. From that vision, we distill a mission, often expressed in a short sentence or two called a mission statement. And a mission statement is simply stating what you do and why. For example, our mission statement here at Curtis Accounting Solutions is to help quilt shops piece together financial freedom. That's the why. By taking on the day-to-day bookkeeping and providing practical business guidance. That's the what. Again, by breaking down your big picture into smaller bits, you focus your attention and provide direction for yourself and your team. The second mistake we make is that we do not set ourselves up for success. We set a goal to make more money so that we can serve more customers, but then we stop there. We don't use the SMARTY goal method to really set a goal. We need goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based, and yours. A better goal would be to increase my revenue by $78,000 over last year by the end of this year. Now that's a better goal. But we don't stop there. We need to follow up on it. This is the third mistake we often make. We set some goals and then forget about them until the end of the year. But what's the point of even setting goals if you're only going to look at them once or twice a year? You need to break down your goals into quarterly, monthly, possibly even weekly and daily bite-sized chunks and then follow up on them. By breaking these goals down into these bite-sized chunks and measuring your progress, you're truly working towards your goals and you won't get easily distracted or lose sight of what you're actually working towards. So on Monday, January 23rd, I'll be hosting a free workshop and webinar, and I would love to see you there. We're going to dive deeper into this topic and help you make that connection between your big picture and what you need to do today to set those different goals throughout the year. So please click that link below in the description. I'd love to see you. Please click the link below to register. Again, by tying your goals to your big picture, using the SMARTY method to set them, and then following up and measuring your progress throughout the year, you will have a greater chance of accomplishing more this year than you did last year. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to follow me at Curtis Accounting Solutions on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Again, click the link in the description below to get registered for my next webinar. Thanks, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.